Have you ever thought, once I know everything, I'll get started? This is one myth you need to drop in order to succeed, and it's what we're going to talk about today on the Max Potential Habits podcast, YouTube, IG, TV channel, your place where you're going to learn tips, tools, strategies, and hear inspirational interviews to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in your life and business. I'm going to do something new today. I want to give a follower, NFA tribe, connector testimonial. I got this incredible message on my Instagram, and this person I haven't asked if I could share, so I'm not going to shout their name out, but they'll know who they are if they're listening, and I want to say thank you. You said, I actually found your podcast. Thank you so much for your story and your mission. It lit a fire for me in my art. It also gave me a sense of hope as I was the slave to bad automated habits. I listened to your interviews and started breaking old habits and changing them with new ones. I'm honored and humbled that you would reach out to me. Wishing you all the best with your NFA day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm loving doing my work in the world to help people thrive. And today is a really important topic because I hear this all the time with almost every business builder I know, and with people taking on other new adventures, new projects, where we get really stuck in this mindset of, I need to know everything to get started. And I've done it too. So this aligns with me and resonates with me and all the people that I work with. So it's something I wanted to bring to the table because it's a myth that you must drop if you want to succeed in your life and business. If you're about to take on a new project and you're thinking, first, I've got to know everything. I've got to learn every single dynamic of every element of this new project I'm taking on, you're never going to get started. And this is really important to think about because what this means is that you're stuck on perfectionism. And perfectionism, the way that I'm thinking of it, is that it's actually a one-sided perspective that if you do it all right, it'll turn out great. There won't be any failure. There won't be any fear. You'll know exactly what you're doing and you won't have to face rejection. You'll look really good to all the people around you that you're doing this new activity in front of. And I get it. It's fear-based. It's that we want to start something new, but we let ourselves think, oh, once I gather all the skills and tools that I need and all the resources, and I feel very, very competent in this area, then I'll get started. The problem with this thinking is that you're never all the way there. Perfectionism is in the process. You're not going to all of a sudden one day wake up perfect. You're not going to all of a sudden wake up and go, oh, I know everything about this topic. I am an excellent, masterful expert without actually taking the first steps to get there. And let me give you a clear example. I have a client that I work with who recently said, I want to know everything I can about building my website and my ideal client market before I even get started in business building and starting this new business. The problem with this thinking is that it takes stepping into the action of coaching or whatever your business is in order to start to learn who your client avatar is, who your ideal market is. In order for you to become a better coach, a better realtor, mortgage broker, on and on and on, you're gonna have to start getting yourself out there and practicing, falling on your face, making some mistakes in order to learn and grow. That's the perfection process. In order to get there and learn and become an expert and learn everything you possibly can, you got to practice. You've got to get in and get dirty and decide to take action on a daily basis. And as you go, you will get better and better and better over time and develop your expertise skills. And I come from the thinking that you're never an expert. You never get all the way there. You're always going to be learning. One thing I absolutely love about entrepreneurship is that you get to learn every single day. When I started a podcast, I was terrified. I had no idea what I was doing. I actually didn't even get started until I partnered up with somebody else who I gave him my idea and he was like, that's a great idea, let's go going. And he didn't have a problem with perfectionism, so he's like, let's do it. Within 1 week we were up and running. And I'm saying this to you because we've made fumbles. We have looked like fools sometimes. Sometimes our episodes aren't as great as other ones. And I have learned so much along the way. That gave me the courage to start here, but I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't be where I am today if I had been stuck in this philosophy of I've got to be perfect before I get started. One mantra I use on a consistent basis is screw perfection, just get started. It's been very powerful for me because I have really let the limited thinking that it needs to be perfect hold me back in the past from taking action and doing something new. When I stepped into entrepreneurship, my why was so powerful that I'm so inspired to help people through my coaching business that I didn't care as much about the perfectionism. I just decided, screw it, I'm going for it, screw perfection, I'm gonna just get started, and I'm gonna make some mistakes along the way. My very first client that I got, I had no freaking clue what I was doing really. I mean, of course, I have a lot of knowledge and expertise in social sciences. I have a PhD, so I have knowledge in that area, but had I ever really sat in a room with someone and done one-on-one coaching to help them shift from where they were to get where they are? No, I hadn't. I would have never known what to do until I started practicing. I don't care how much you practice or read about it. Until you implement what you're learning, it's not going to, you're not going to develop your expertise. For example, let's say you're learning to ride a bike and you read and you read and you read and you read and you study the bike and you turn the pedals like in the living room and you go, oh, once I read 15 books on riding a bike, I'll then get on the bike and I'll be perfect at it. Nope, you're gonna get on the bike and you're gonna fall down. You've got to implement what you're learning. And you can't be afraid of being perfect because it takes the falling down to learn how to do better and better and better. So I wanted to bring to you is this idea of just get started. And I want to inspire you to take action today, right now. What is one thing you can do to just get moving in the direction? And this is so powerful because I'm telling you, I run into so many people that get stuck in this, and I have too. And I know if you're there right now, I want you to take a screenshot, hashtag me at NFA Coaching, just use the hashtag NFA Coaching, and I want you to add in the comments the action you're going to take today to just get started. I really want you to drop the myth that you need to know everything in order to get going. You won't be able to succeed as quickly if you have that mentality. So you could also add the hashtag screw perfection. I love that one. Start using it as your mantra. Start knowing that you're awesome, and your awesomeness comes in you practicing and taking consistent action. It's not in I'm perfect and that's how I got here. Ask any successful person in a business building endeavor, losing weight, being a master at relationships. It took practice. It took dating. It took consistently learning relationship skills. If it's in the weight loss arena, it took you figuring out what works for your body, the times of day that you want to work out, going to the gym and going to one that you don't like and then do like. You didn't get up in the morning and go, I have no idea how to eat right, and now all of a sudden I'm going to be perfect at it and then I'm going to lose 100 pounds overnight. That doesn't work that way. In any business that's successful over time, there are failures, there are consistent learning, a consistent learning growth curve, but you have to be willing to get started. So take action today, just one small step. I know you might be scared. I know you might be struggling. I know that it's hard to step out of your comfort zone and get going. And it's easy, much, much easier to go, I'll just learn a little more. I'll just learn a little bit more. But that's holding you back. So drop that mentality and take action today, because you only get this one life. And I want to see you succeed. I want to see you on fire. I want to see you fulfilled. I know you can do it. Yes, if I were with you right now, I'd be giving you jumping NFA high fives and hugs and encouragement. You got this, you can do it. I'll see you next week. If you're liking what you're learning here, please subscribe, leave some reviews, share it with your friends, help me impact the 5 million people plus that I want to impact through NFA coaching. Have a kick-ass day.